Imagine a world with no cars, no planes, no bicycles, no machines. Just people walking, carrying things by hand, struggling to move through forests and deserts. Life was slow, everything was heavy. Now imagine one simple shape, a circle, carved from stone or wood. That one shape changed everything. It became the key to movement, power and speed. It connected villages, created cities, and helped build our modern world. This is the story of the wheel, the invention that moved humanity forward more than any other. Hello everyone and welcome back to Project NOTOS, where we explore the history of inventions, the science behind our everyday life, and the amazing minds that changed the world. If you love learning cool stuff in a simple way, you are in the right place. And if you want to support the channel, consider giving a like and subscribing. It really helps us grow and keep making videos like this. Thank you so much. Oh, and quick news, we just got two new hires here at Project NOTOS, Sole and Luna, our two little kittens. They don't edit videos, they sleep on the job, but we already love them. Okay, now let's start our journey through 5,000 years of wheels. The first wheel was not made for travel. That might sound surprising, but it's true. Around 3500 BCE in Mesopotamia, now Iraq, people were already building homes, farming land, and making pottery. And pottery was where the wheel was first used, as turntable to spin clay smoothly. This was called the potter's wheel, and it changed how people made jars, bowls, and cups. It allowed for faster, more beautiful pottery. Only later did humans realize, hey, maybe we can use this spinning thing to help us move heavy stuff. By 3000 BCE, people created the first transport wheel, a large wooden circle attached to a cart. These carts were pulled by oxen or donkeys and used mainly for farming and trade. The early wheels were solid discs, carved from wood, often from tree trunks. They were heavy but strong. They could carry large stones, food, people, and for the first time, humans were able to move things easily over long distances. It was a revolution in transport, agriculture, and even war. As time passed, wheels got better. In Egypt, wheels were used for building the pyramids. In India, wheels helped build temples and move goods across great distances. But the real innovation came with the spoked wheel. Around 2000 BCE in Central Asia, people started making wheels with spokes, wooden rods connecting the outer rim to the center. This made the wheels lighter and faster, perfect for chariots. Chariots became the high-tech vehicles of the ancient world. In Greece, Rome, and China, chariots were used in wars, races, and ceremonies. They were symbols of power and speed. In fact, Roman roads were designed with wheels in mind. They built straight stone roads across Europe, making sure carts and wagons could roll quickly and safely. Some of those roads are still visible today. In the Middle Ages, the wheel found new uses, not just for travel but for power. People invented water wheels and windmills, giant wheels that use natural energy to grind grain, pump water, or press oil. The wheel became more than just transportation. It became a tool for energy. And then came the Industrial Revolution in the 1700s and 1800s. Factories used wheels inside machines, gears, pulleys, flywheels. These helped run giant steam engines, textile machines, and metal presses. The wheel was now working behind the scenes, inside machines, not just under carts. Railways also became popular. Trains had wheels made of steel, running on iron tracks. They were fast, powerful, and could move huge amounts of people and goods. The world was shrinking. In just a few decades, the wheel became part of a global transformation. In the 20th century, the wheels entered the age of the automobile. Cars became common. They used rubber tires, first solid then filled with air, which are what we now call pneumatic tires. Wheels were no longer just wood or metal. They were carefully engineered with layers of rubber, wire, and synthetic materials. Bicycles also became super popular. With chain systems and pedals, bikes let people travel fast without engines. Meanwhile, in aviation, airplanes' wheels needed to be strong and light. They had to handle high speeds and extreme temperatures. In fact, modern airplane tires can support over 30,000 kilograms and spin at 280 kilometers per hour on landing. And don't forget motorcycles, tractors, trucks, tanks, skateboards, and even rollerblades, all made possible by the wheel. By the way, if you are curious about how the very first car looked like, not only its tires, we made a full video all about it. I'll leave the link in the description if you want to check it out after this one. But wheels are not always what they seem. Think about a clock, or a washing machine, or even an old hard drive. Inside, there are rotating parts, gears, and discs that follow the same principles as the wheel. Robot arms rotate using wheel joints. Wind turbines are giant wheels that capture energy from the wind. Even space stations like the one imagined in 2001 A Space Odyssey use spinning rings to create gravity using the concept of rotation. Now let's take a break from all the history and technology and stop for some fun facts. The first wheel used for pottery is over 5,500 years old. The wheel is one of the earliest human-made objects to embody the perfect circle, an ideal shape that fascinated mathematicians for millennia. The word wheel comes from the Old English word hoil, meaning to revolve. The Ferris wheel was invented in 1893 in Chicago as a response to the Eiffel Tower. It was 80 meters tall and considered the biggest wheel ever built. By the way, if you want a full video about the Eiffel Tower and its history and engineering, let me know in the comments below. The largest tire in the world is in Michigan. It's over 25 meters tall and it was originally made as a real Ferris wheel for the 1964 New York World's Fair. Some Mars rovers use wheels that can climb rocks, spin 360 degrees, and survive temperatures below -100 Celsius. The idea of reinventing the wheel means doing unnecessary work, because the wheel has been here for millennia and it is already the perfect shape. So, the wheel is more than just an invention, it is a symbol of progress. It represents how a simple idea, a circle, can change everything. The wheel taught us to move faster, carry more, go farther. And it's still turning today in our cars, our machines, and even our imaginations. Who knows, the next wheel might not even touch the ground. It could be a hovering disc, a magnetic field, or AI-controlled motion systems. But one thing is certain, the wheel will keep on rolling. I hope you enjoyed this incredible journey. Thank you for watching Project NOTOS, and I'll see you in the next episode.